The hanging garden. I can never truly understand that in order for me to feel any sort of love, I have to be experiencing some sort of pain. Well, at least to an extent. When I was young, I was always getting into trouble. And of course, I would feel extremely guilty about it, but the worst part was that I would be scared to death my father would find out. Because if he did, and what I did was really bad, then I was in for some heavy beating. Most of the time, I get hit with Big Brown, my father's favorite belt, which happens to be the belt that I hate the most, but that is understandable. While being beat, I could think of nothing but the pain. Then, when he was done and I was trying to recover, I would then think about what I had done and why I was wrong. But that changed. My father stopped using the belt as a form of punishment. And at first I was happy, but strangely as years went on, I actually began to miss that fucking thing. And as I get older, my life is going to change a lot more. And to be honest, I know that most of those changes are going to be for the worse. My life now is completely different than it was when I was 10. I wish I could go back to those days of pain and a thousand tears because I was secure then. I knew who I was and where I ranked in the scheme of things. But now I feel, quoting Robert Smith of The Cure, shapeless in the dark again. Meaning that without constant reminders of the higher powers above you, I feel that there's no one that can stop me. But that is not true. Back to my original point. I've always been saddened by the fact that I'm getting older. I want to go back to playing kickball. I want to go back to sweet innocent kisses with the neighbor girls. I want to go back to watching Heathcliff and Voltron and Thundercats every Saturday morning. I want to go back to Star Wars C-3PO cereal and my Dukes of Hazzard pajamas and my He-Man big wheel. I want to go back to those things because I found happiness in them. Now all the happiness I find is in the memories of past events, and strangely I'm sometimes only happy when my father is yelling at me because only then do I feel acknowledged, shaped, and never in the dark.